For those of us who had to listen ad nauseum of the right and righteousness of colonizers to expand across this nation, I submit to you, the manifest has come. They called it destiny, as if God whispered in their ears only, as if the stars danced for their ships alone, as if the blood of the earth begged to be spilled for their glory. Ah, but destiny is a mirror, and mirrors, eventually, reveal what even the mast cannot hide. They said they were discovering, but what they really did was bury. Not treasure, but truth. They buried names, buried spirits, buried mothers beneath the flag, and in every grave they dug, they planted the seed of their own undoing. They thought they were writing history, but it was prophecy instead. Only they mistook the villain's hand for divine right. Their hunger was not for land, but for proof. Proof that their shadows did not follow them. Proof that their fear of irrelevance could be conquered by destruction, by making others invisible, so that they could feel real. They turned oceans into auction blocks, turned sacred burial grounds into parking lots, turned drums into silence, turned living cultures into museum exhibits, and then said, "Look how far we've come." They stole brilliance and called it primitive, broke kingdoms and labeled them tribes, ripped languages from throats and replaced them with chains and scripture. To lift themselves up, they made gods of themselves and beasts of everyone else. They lied to the ones of this nation whose roots grew deeper than any empire could imagine, offered treaties with one hand, bullets with the other. They hunted buffalo for sport and children for assimilation. Every piece of land they touched screamed, "I remember." And when they came for Africa, they didn't come for people. They came for labor, legacy, and mineral wealth. They took cultures that birthed pyramids, mathematics, medicine, and music and renamed them slave. Stole resources and exposed the rightful owners as beggars who needed rescue. An entire continent fragmented so the West could pretend it was whole. India, too, bled beneath their boots. Silk, spices, the soul of a people drained. Brown bodies bent to pick cotton and opium, while white mouths sipped tea and called it civilized. But what they really brought was sickness, a hunger without end, chaos with no cure, a cancer that metastasized into every corner until the world learned to ache in the same dialect with the same accent. And they taught us to hate our skin, to fear our hair, to numb our tongues and distrust our reflections, taught us that we were unworthy unless we aspired to be them. And even then, we would always be othered. But the lie is crumbling. Now, the savagery they built their world upon is breaking open. Now, the winds howl with memory, the soil rises with revolt, and the spirits they try to erase are louder than their legacy. Their machines stutter, their profits thin, their influence like ashes in the water. They watch with trembling hands as our eyes open wide. Imperialism is coughing blood, choking on its own doctrine, swallowed by the very darkness it spread. Those who suffered, the descendants of the stolen, the silenced, the scorched, are dancing now. Because this is what destiny really looks like. Not conquest, but consequence. This is the fruit of every grave they dug. This is the storm they tried to outrun. And now they cannot stop it. Not with law, not with bombs, not with prayers to their imagined superiority. Their destiny has arrived, and it wears no crown, builds no statues. It simply stands with all the dignity they tried to erase, and watches them vanish like dust in a wind they can no longer command.